We did it. We're here. We're live. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. My name is Lexi, otherwise known as Black Girl Mage. I'm your narrator tonight for this campaign called To Save a Kingdom. Before I get to what we're playing, how we're playing it, it's important everyone just take a seat, crack open your Kool-Aid jammer. Because we've got some really fun. Yeah, exactly. We've got some really fun.
Specifically, I don't have. Let's pretend.
Where's your Kool-Aid jammer, Drac?
It's called Theatre of the Mind, Lexi. It's called Theatre of the Mind.
Does my high C juice box count?
Yes, more than counts. That's the absolutely the blueprint. That being said, Drac, why don't you go first? Introduce yourself. Who are you, and who are you playing tonight?
Yeah, hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics, that's DRAKONIQUES. I'm a TTRPG performer, writer, action player, production, project lead. Everything and anything TTRPG related, I'm doing or will be doing. And TTRPG related thing that I'm doing today is playing Willow. He is an Azamar sorcerer, a Draconic sorcerer to be specific, with the collegiate culture, which just means that he's very brainy, honestly. Very brainy and knows a few things. And both he and I use he, they pronouns. They're also really good at Ian pies. I are really good at Ian pies.
Absolutely riveting competition everyone missed last week.
You're activating Lexi's hater energy. Like immediately.
Like this is me doing sit-ups before the workout.
Before stream started, Lexi was like, if someone wants to do a recap, I'll give them a nat 20. I didn't even say anything because I knew if I got it, I'll just activate it earlier. So I was like, I'll just let someone else take it.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of nat 20s, Madeline, why don't you say
I had no idea who you were about to call for that.
Like,
I was like, who are you talking about?
Everyone's a nat 20. Oh no.
Your segues this week aren't as good as they were at the beginning of last week, Lexi.
I just started! Oh my god!
Last week, you were on point from the get-go.
Oh my
this
god.
week...
I think Lexi is trying their hardest.
I'm so
and we
trying.
Respect that.
Thank you.
I'm respecting it. I'm just saying his hardest is not good enough. Get better, Lexi.
Madeline,
work harder.
I am a
and
Lexi
Hamna,
defender.
you both can have a natural 20 wherever you want.
Hey! All right. I'm here. Let's
Wow.
go.
Oh my god.
Wow. Cool.
My name is Madeline, and I play Rowan and apparently Strawberry Pie, if you were here last week.
Strawberry pie.
But yeah, Rowan uses she, they pronouns, just like me. They're a elf rogue circus folk. For me, I am the goose girl on all social media sites. Why? Because I'm in my silly goose era all the time. And yeah, I do a lot of stuff in the TTRPG space. I write, I perform, I produce. I also do birthday parties, bat mitzvahs, weddings.
Wait, do you actually?
I have been commissioned to write a D&D 5e adventure for a family reunion. So that was really fun to me.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I love
So,
that. Okay.
anyways, if you want your bat mitzvah to be really cool, to be the coolest kid at middle school, hit me up.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Speaking of cool in middle school.
Oh my god. Nice save, I guess.
This is bad. I can't even think of a nice segue. Savannah, do you want to introduce me? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, you muted Savannah.
I was definitely not cool in middle school, and I don't know that I've managed it now, but I'm Savannah Broadway. I work on the Level Up 5th edition magazine called Gay Pass Gazette. I almost forgot the title for a second. You can find me there. You can find me on Twitter as @purplegnomeling, no E. I use they, them pronouns. I am occasionally accompanied by my conure Remy, who I use she, her pronouns for because she is capable of laying eggs, but she doesn't know what gender is. We are collectively playing the duo of Piers, the Eladrin elf bard, and his somewhat stalwart, always sassy Fey companion Thistledown. And also, this is my tea.
With a distinct lack of Jesus in it. Just
Yeah,
wanna make
That's
that
true.
clear.
No Jesus present in that tea. Ooh, and my juice box.
Oh yeah, juice box. Oh god, I'm
ready. I'm ready. Hit me with it. All right, let's go.
Speaking of-
juicy things there that I was like.
Speaking of juice box,
Speaking of
Jesus!
speaking of Jesus,
was either speaking of juice box, speaking of stalwart and sassy, and then speaking of could play an egg but defies gender.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lexi, that's like Patreon that's like OnlyFans content.
oh my
you're
god!
Just bleep out everything I just said.
That's for all
Okay.
the okay, no, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway,
Speaking of bleep, 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 Hamna, who are you?
best transition so far. I love it. Hello, everybody. My name is Hamna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me on Twitter. Well, actually, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Lilith TTRPG. I recently consolidated, so now it's easy to find me. Don't use that power for evil. Today, I love Lexi's face right now. I can't. And today, I will be playing Yusuf Sani, who uses they, Ray pronouns. Yusuf is our bird folk adept, who was an NPC last time.
Absolutely NPC status. But you know, I'm not even gonna. I'm bad at segues. This is what happens.
Speaking
of
not an
NPC, oh, we went different routes, Hamna and I.
I was trying to be nice to Lexi.
Speaking of
Lexi literally
gorgeous
plays all the
handsome-
NPCs. It makes
I
sense.
know, but we can't say that Lexi's an NPC. That's just mean.
Yeah.
mean,
That's what you
don't
say
like
when you're bullying
NPCs.
someone.
Speaking of bullying someone, I'm here to bully you. If you are interested in the adventure path we've been playing so far, we are on our episode 5. We're on our episode 5 beat, and you know what? This adventure path so far is super fun. It is not currently live on Kickstarter, but it can be pre-ordered on BackerKit starting on the 30th of May. You have to basically just go check out the Kickstarter updates for more information. But thank you for all your support so far. If you're also interested in the system we're playing, we are playing the Level Up Advanced 5e system. This game is basically this system is a deeper, more flexible version of the 5e rule set that you already know and love. So if, you know, you love 5e, but just want a little more depth to the rule set, Level Up is going to be your game. As you watch, you'll basically see us. You could just, you know, pick up the rules as we play. You'll find it's not super hard if you've played 5e before, or you can check out the rules and all of the resources given in advance at a5e.tools. I've always had a problem with W's, and you know what? I conquered it right there. I think we're ready to get into our recap and truly just, wow, okay. Our private chat is not safe for me to read right now.
I'm so sorry.
It's not safe for reading. No, it's perfectly fine. Let's get into our recap, which I believe Savannah's gonna give to us today.
Yeah. I'm not even muted this time. Look at me.
Hey.
All right. So last game, we set our scene with each of our characters individually in an endless grassy field with a quaint little cottage Up ahead, the smell of saccharine apple pies in the air. Each of us entered the home of Granny Appleseed, the local hag, and each of us, mostly, had a choice of 2 different objects, one of which was the object that that character lost to the dragon, and one of which was an object their party member lost to the dragon. And they had to choose one, because Granny Appleseed likes games. And she also likes doling out life advice, so she gave Willow a I don't know what quarter life crisis moment with talking about their dad and whether or not he should be in his dad's shadow. Let's see. I believe that Rowan mostly had a soul-searching moment. They upped the ante on the bet. We'll get back to the fallout of that later. And Piers mostly complained about how emotional growth is hard and ate pie. We all ultimately, after making our choices, woke up with an item because we made the choice that we needed, not the one that we wanted. Piers, I believe, had a map. Or no, Piers had a quiver. Willow had a map. And Rowan was very disappointed to find that the super powerful staff that may or may not be able to turn back time that they chose from the table was in fact a giant warhammer.
Stupid fucking hammer.
We are all covered in leaves. It turns out it's been a couple days. We rush to the festival grounds where Rowan is keen on meeting her love interest Philomena in the big tent. We're all dragged through the festival. We see an amazing performance. We make some suspicious rolls halfway through. Everything is definitely fine. Afterwards, of course, Rowan goes to Philomena, having caught her eye at a critical moment of the performance. We are blocked by, what was the dude's name?
Oliver. Like
We
the
are
musical.
Yes, we are blocked by Philomena's manager, Oliver, who is also Rowan's arch nemesis, who insists that Philomena wanted to see Rowan 4 days ago when they agreed to. Piers provided a distraction by turning into the Hengistbury tourist board and enchanting Oliver. Willow further played wingman by shooing off some teenage fans from Philomena's tent. We have a gloriously gay romantic moment where Rowan and Philomena discuss their feelings and their, I don't know, where they are in life. There's a smooch. Rowan leaves. Rowan comes back and smooches one more time. Rowan leaves again. We swap to Willow, who has decided to bend their enormous dragon-slaying talents towards pie eating, which was easily one of the highlights of the game. We each played a pie-eating contestant. Madeline was the aforementioned, was it just Strawberry Pie?
Yeah, her name was Strawberry
Strawberry
Pie.
pie.
She was
Strawberry
12.
Pie, the gnome who had trained her whole 7 years of life for this very moment. There was Hugh Mann, who was a dude. There was Wilfred and Wilhelmina, the dwarf twins, who were only here to beat each other. There was a mysterious, dark elf big bad who was just there. Let's see, am I missing any pie contestants?
I don't think so.
It's everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have this cast, their highs, their lows. Strawberry Pie wanders off in the middle of the last pie. It's very neck and neck. The big bad manages to open up a cavernous mouth in his own chest, and still fails to win as Willow goes full draconic on us and just eats all of the pie, wins handily. And while admitting that he totally could win a second time, chooses to leave at that moment. Piers ends up going to riding the boar, which they do not very well at, but did manage to pay the entrance fee with a shiny rock. And I think that's about the time that we all met up together.
Yeah, because we all noticed that the items that we had.
Yes, we all noticed that a very critical quest item was missing, and that there was something suspicious about Oliver, and we were going to find him and beat him until our stuff fell out.
And then we noticed black vines,
Moss.
Black
something
mold.
moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was previously at Spring Hill Jack's corrupted Weir Henge.
Yes, absolutely. Your natural 20, as you were promised, is yours.
Also, I'm going to roll my prescience die that I get.
I'll
from
roll
my
my
elf
nat 20 the natural way, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, better living through
I,
death.
I prefer my nat 20s unnatural, thank you.
Thank you.
You keep your GMO nat 20s, okay?
If
Mine are
you can't
natural.
hand roll your natural 20s, DM blessed is fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so last we saw a mysterious black moss was crawling out and had overtaken Philomena's tent, who had backed out and kind of looked at Rowan and said straight up, like, Oliver. But before that, just a little bit of levity before that. Before Willow wandered off to, like, after chasing the teens out of Philomena's tent, they caught their friend Yusuf. Yusuf, you had an interesting encounter with the hag, but it feels distant. It feels far away from you. It feels like you can hear whispers and a laugh, like a very soft, warm laugh. And you remember a table with two things in front of you, but almost nothing after that. And when you look up, you're at the Autumn Festival, and you're standing in front of a very lively stall. You see, like, all at once what was silent and mute to you as you disappeared into your mind. This wave of sound covers you, and you hear the slamming of cups against a fence and people dancing in front of you. You hear music being played by a live band. You are exactly where you would want to be at a place like this. You don't know how you got here, but you're, like, perfectly placed. And you see that there is a not a shopkeep, but just someone. You see one of the people, they're kind of carrying the little satchel with all the coins in it. So you assume that they're the person running the stand. You see this very, very tall you see this very, very tall elven woman, and she has I'd say she has, like, long white cascading hair up in little knots that are coming down, and she looks at you. She's, like, bent over, that's how tall she is, looking at you, saying, "Are you all right?"
Yusuf shakes her head, trying to push the vision, the feeling of the conversation with the hag and that cottage, that field, further back into their mind, and trying to bring themselves more into the present moment. And I think a very soft smile comes across Yusuf's face as they look up at this very, very tall person, and they softly say, "I'm okay. What's all this?"
"Oh, this is, well, it's a dancing competition. It's a contest of sorts. If you get a first place, you get small badge, but it's 5 silver pieces to enter, and, well, it's a contest that's danced in pairs, really."
"Oh, well, perhaps I could watch. I don't have a partner, as you can see."
Willow, I think at this moment, you see your friend, who seemed very out of it as you, like, emerged from the Weirwood. It took you all possibly, like, a day or two to get out, and when you emerged, the entire time, Yusuf seemed very quiet and to yourself. But you see your friend now. You see this tall, elven lady, like very, very strong cheekbones, very long eyelashes, white and white hair coming down in like long cascading braids. She's like bending down to talk to a child. Like truly very, very warm, very, very elegant, very, very beautiful, and just talking to your friend.
Kind of rubbing their eyes, they kind of go into the space of a bit more light, less coverage from the trees.
Mm-hmm.
They see Yusuf and this very tall, elegant elf, and will walk over to Yusuf. Kind of just wave at the elf, not really saying anything to them, before turning to Yusuf and just going, "Are you okay?"
There's a dancing competition here.
You should enter. How much? I can cover it if there's an entrance fee.
Oh, that's not really the worry. It's a duet of sorts.
Oh. I mean, do you have a partner in mind?
And I think Yusuf like looks around at noticeably the fact that nobody is around them.
Yeah.
And they kind of look over back at you, Willow. You did say that you wanted to dance before, right?
Yeah. I would love to be your partner. To dance. I would love to be your dance partner.
Then let's do it.
Yes. How much is it? I'll turn to the elf. How much is?
You turn and her face is right there, like she's really all up in your business. You two.
So
are
you're
very
saying she
cute.
ships it?
Oh, she ships it hardcore. She ships it hardcore. Absolutely does not understand personal boundaries, and it's like, you two are so cute.
Oh, thank you. I take very good care of my appearance, and Yusuf is very attractive. So,
it's just
how much is it? How much is it for an end? How much? Here you go. I'm gonna give them just 2 gold. We might just share just 2 gold.
it's like it's 5 silver pieces. You don't.
It's fine. Just keep the change. It's all good. It's fine.
Okay. And she turns, and you see that the music, this full live band that you were hearing, you see it is controlled by her as she turns and brings up one swirling hand, and you see all of these instruments that are animated in air, hanging loosely, bow that is crossing over a viol, like all of these things, drums that are like beating themselves, stop, and the dancing people like inside of this ring kind of stop, as she says, "We have a new pair joining." And everyone claps for you too. It's a fenced off ring. You see, it's almost like a it's got a covering over top, so the sun going down doesn't like inhibit anybody's ability to like watch the dancing, anything like that. But it's still exposed underneath that roof, so you're still like kind of dancing in front of people. You see there are people standing on the outside of this ring with mugs of ale that are like clanging the mugs of ale and cheering for you. But you two can step into the ring.
Yusuf will
chivalrous and like beckon for Yusuf to enter the ring first.
And Yusuf will, I think, hold out a hand for Willow at the same time, and will ask, "What's your preferred type of dance?"
I'm flexible. Anything you feel most comfortable with, I'm quick to adapt. As I take your hand.
Improvisation it is. And feeling the warmth of Willow's hand on their own, Yusuf will step into the ring and gently pull Willow along with them.
Amazing. everyone else cheers you on, you immediately, upon stepping in, feel inspiration flood through your veins. There's something about being in here that feels light, that feels airy, that feels empowering. The elven woman is going to explain to you essentially how this is going to work. She says, all of our contestants will participate in 3 different dances. Both of you are going to try your best to dance, and we'll kind of judge based on the midpoint of both of your abilities. If you do too bad, we'll kick you out, but whoever does the best and whoever stays in sync with each other will win, and whoever gets the most applause will win. And mechanically how this is going to work, we're going to have 3 rounds. I'm also going to ask our players to make up NPCs here in just a second, but we're going to have 3 rounds. Both contestants are going to make a performance check each of these rounds, and the median number of your rolls is basically your points for a round. It's like 1 to 5 is poor, 6 to 10 is medium, 11 to 15 is good, 16 to 20 is outstanding. I'll keep track of that, but if you score 1 through 5 for an entire like song, you're out of sync with each other and you get 0 points. But yeah, and then you can also choose to, instead of doing 2 separate checks, you can choose to make a performance check with disadvantage in order to sync with a partner. If you make yours at disadvantage, they will make theirs at advantage. It's a weird thing. But essentially we'll keep track of the points and how well people do. 3rd place is going to get a trinket. 2nd place will get 2 silver pieces and 2 straw hats. And 1st place is going to get a badge, 15 silver pieces, and 2 pairs of leather boots. Which means a lot in this world, I think.
I find it really funny that no matter what happens, Willow comes out net negative.
Yeah, for sure. Cannot win for losing. Yeah, so how this is going to work, there are 3 different songs, and within those 3 songs, you'll have 3 performance checks. That seems like a lot. I promise you it is. We want as many opportunities to be gay as possible.
Look, we're gonna get RP opportunities each round. It's fine.
It'll be so great. To start with, Savannah, do you have an NPC that you would like to enter in? An NPC pair you would like to enter in this? Oh, you're muted.
I didn't have anything to say anyway. I have been asked a question and have no idea of names ever in my life. So we're going to say that this pair is clearly from out of town, have come in from like one of the bigger cities. So one is a very tall, statuesque, elegant lady with long dark hair. And the other is an elf lady, about 5'0", curly red pigtails, and kind of like a sweet Lolita aesthetic.
Okay.
So, you know, they're very slightly odd couple, but also super gay.
Amazing.
So that's Juliana and Letty.
Juliana and Letty stepping into the ring. Madeline.
So, you know how in like every like winter sports movie that's aimed at children, there's like a pair of like an evil Russian brother and sister.
Oh my god.
Every Disney movie, you mean?
Yeah. So I think it's just the most pair of stone-faced elves walking in, and you could tell, oh, these would be the bad guys in a children's movie.
Truly, you're just making Russian Sharpay and Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
You know
Yes.
what? I actually think they're German because I can do a German accent better than I can do.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah, and their names are Heimlich and
Maneuver.
Like the maneuver.
we'll do Heimlich and I can't. You know what? Ravenna. Heimlich
Yeah.
and Ravenna.
Okay.
Yeah. And Heimlich is wearing a full body suit, but it's like the one that goes with a deep V that goes down to your belly button.
Bop to the fucking top. Yeah, let's go.
I hope that's the first song that plays.
The bongos begin to eating a very familiar salsa. Terrible. And last but not least, I'm gonna enter. We're gonna get Hugh Mann back in here.
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, I mean, this is before his allergic reaction to potatoes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So we got Hugh Mann, and we'll go with our evil villain from last time.
Oh, hello. Are
I
you
love
creating
that.
a
Writing
new
their role.
storyline?
I'm creating an entirely new storyline.
Is there some
I
background
love
love story
that.
going on that we don't know about? Like,
Yes, of course.
I ship it. Let's go.
You have
They're
to.
so obviously in love, and it's beautiful, and no one.
Wait, so if the hooded elf is the bad guy in a different campaign, is Hugh Mann one of the like protagonists of that campaign, and they've
Yeah.
fallen in love with the BBH?
Yes.
Falling in love now, and then they're gonna realize later that they're evil and like leave, and then have a whole adventure.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I want to
Over.
see that campaign. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I would like to see it. Another campaign with Strawberry Pie. I've decided to name this guy Regalore. Regalore
That's
and
the
Hugh
most
Mann.
edgy name ever, regular.
I mean, you gotta. Like, if you're a
Yeah.
hooded elf with a mouth in his chest, like,
Yes, exactly.
go big or go home.
Yeah. So we've got 4 teams. Amazing. So like I said, we'll have 3 songs. You'll have 3 rounds to essentially take the median of your like the middle number of your performance checks. So for my friends Savannah and Madeline, you two are gonna roll 2d20 and just figure out what the middle number is, and just tell me what that is when it comes around to you.
Got it, okay.
That being said, trying to see if I have any dance music. I don't think I do.
Mucho gusto.
Ay, qué fabulosa!
If I sing it, it's in the public domain.
Yes,
Unless if we sing it.
we got to do the epic fight music. Okay.
Hello?
This is a dance battle. You dance till you die.
The elven woman claps, and you see a jaunty but kind of intimidating tune begins. Yusuf, it's a little hard for you to catch the rhythm first, but you are the first person to catch the rhythm. And what we'll do, how we'll go about this, I'll have it be that everyone rolls me initiative right now, and that's the order we'll go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yusuf, you can make it at advantage because this initiative is dexterity based. You are a dancer, and this is your like dexterous hobby. Like this is the thing you do. So make it at advantage.
This will make Lexi happy.
Yes.
For initiative,
No.
I rolled on that one.
Okay.
I got a
For
19.
initiative, I'm getting the that one out of the way now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
The German twins also got a 19.
19.
Ooh.
What did Yusuf get?
I got a 19.
Nice. Okay. Yusuf.
Gotta pull up that natural one somehow.
It was for initiative, not down to performance. It's fine.
And then Madeline, what did you get? Oh wait,
19.
Madeline got a 19.
Yeah, 19.
Savannah, what did you get?
17.
17. Let me go and roll for my guys. I got a 2. That puts me at 7. Initiative.
Beautiful.
Yusuf and Willow, you two are going first. This music is so funny.
For a dance competition.
I know, it's absolutely fitting. So what's gonna happen, you hear this jaunty tune that begins playing, and it is like pounding, and you hear the cups pounding around you. Both of you go ahead and give me a performance check.
Okay.
Yeah. It's for round 1.
This is gonna make you. Oh, well, this is gonna make you very upset, Lexi. I rolled a nat 20. I told you it's gonna roll it naturally. I told you. I said it.
I know. So angry.
So for a 26.
7.
26 and a 7. Oh, I'm forcing myself to do math.
Are you trying to get the average of that?
Like
listen,
17?
we're not going to talk about
16
it.
and a half?
26.
33
Plus
divided
7,
by 2
2.
is
That's
16?
16.5.
Yeah.
This is way too much math to be doing on an actual play.
It's 16.5.
It's
Yeah.
6, yeah.
Okay,
I'll do it for everyone.
are you committing?
I have my calculator out. Yeah, I'll do it.
Trust. Okay, so 16. Guess what? 16 is still very, very good. So with your, that puts you with an outstanding in your first round. How does this look?
I think Yusuf takes Willow's hand, and we had agreed on improvisation, and I think they were not prepared for the daunting nature of the music at all, because Ray is used to music, at least in this context, being, lively and joyous and possibly upbeat. However, this feels a little bit like battle war music, and they, I think, are just caught off guard, and so they, I think, hesitate for a moment, and it's a beat too long, and everybody else around them has started to dance, and probably Willow was expecting Yusuf to sort of take the lead a little bit, since Yusuf is the dancer between the two of them, but they kind of freeze up, not really sure what to do, and that's when Willow, I think, can save the day.
Yes, I think Willow seeing this, because I think, again, coming in with okay, I'm the amateur here, follow the leader. They have had their eyes on Yusuf the entire time, and I think they noticed that freeze, I think, actually pretty quickly. And they immediately, I think, step in front and close to Yusuf and just say, just look at me and follow my lead. And I will lead them in this dance, because I think I have heard music like this before, just from the souvenirs and music boxes my father leaves behind whenever he does visit home, or the incredible bards that come and visit. In fact, probably from one of the bards in the party that Mike is a member of.
For sure.
Probably I just call him Uncle, probably, and has played music like this.
Amazing.
So I immediately take the lead and lead the way for this dance.
Yeah.
And Yusuf, I think, looks into Willow's eyes, being asked to do so, and it's locked on, and they're entranced. They're, I think, unable to look anywhere else, and they just kind of quietly say to you, as the two of you are close together, I think, and you're able to hear, as the two of us are close together, Yusuf just kind of says, I'm sorry, my mind must still be elsewhere.
No, you're fine. All things considered, we were asleep for maybe 4 days. I think you're more than good enough to allow yourself a little bit of a break or some slack. But you've got this. You've got more time.
Of course. You're still as quick on your feet as always.
To be honest, I think it's just anxious nerves. I'm just funneling it into a productive space right now.
And I think that is the conversation that happens during that first
Absolutely.
round.
You hear the slamming of cups, cheering you on, applause, people chanting at you. Heimlich and Ravena. Ravina?
Yeah, that.
What did you two get?
We got, one second, 15 plus 13 divided by 2. That is an even 14.
You're so right. I don't know why I was trying to find the middle of the numbers in my mind instead of just adding the two of them together and dividing.
That's how you find. That's how you find the average.
Hey y'all, that's a literal what is What is my computer science degree for? I don't even know. Oh god, I need good music here.
That's a little too hot for siblings.
They got an 18?
Oh no, they got a 14.
A 14, okay. A 14 is still considered good, so they get 6 points. They're pretty cheering on. They're getting cheered on. I think it's definitely something that the two of them heard the round of applause for Yusuf and Willow and are a little bit jealous about, a little bit angry. Getting super, super mad. That's gonna be Juliana and Letty next.
I decide, by the way, that they're here for their honeymoon.
Oh.
They're
Well, I'm gonna
traveling
fucking
the
destroy
seedy
them.
countryside.
I hope they're forever.
We're gonna outgay you.
You will not reign supreme on this gay battlefield.
They got an 11 and 12, so
Okay.
that at least is easy to find an average.
Back to an 11, like 11 and a half. We will round up for you. Still at a 12, puts you at good, so they get 6 points as well. Absolutely in love. The sweetness is a little, like, it's a little too saccharine, and I think they just get, like, very close, like, they forget there are other people in the room, and it's the first round. They're like, oh, you can't schmooze it up this much. People start to applaud, and they're like, oh, what is it? Yeah, geez. Still a good round on their half. We're gonna roll 2 for Human and Regalor. I was gonna say they're also on their honeymoon, but they don't even know it yet.
Oh my god. There's so much tension as I dance.
So is this
It's
dance
okay.
their
It's the
meet
enemies
cute?
to lovers arc. You know, it's happening.
Lovers to enemies to lovers. That's what's happening right now.
Wow.
Also, it's
Ooh.
very fitting because I have my like black warlock dice, my big war, and
Amazing.
my like dimension 20, like bright blue, and that's perfect for the two of them.
Dice twins!
Yes.
Dice twins!
You got them as well?
Yeah, I have them too. Because
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're dice
Yeah.
twins.
We are dice twins. I rolled a 12 and a 3, so I get a 7.
No!
This is when
Maybe
we
this-
go from lovers to enemies.
You're,
Yeah, this is
They've
being their
never-
enemy's face.
I think that they're having that like kind of like hesitant first, like they've never really met before. Actually, this is when they first meet. It's like forced dance together situation. They
It
aren't
is the
dancing
meet cute.
together. Yeah, it's the meet cute. They're not dancing together. They're dancing separately, and they're gonna have to learn how to, you know, get in sync. That being said, they did get a medium, so they're only getting 4 points compared to everyone else. We are back around to the top of the round with Yusuf and Willow. Go ahead and roll me 2 performance checks.
As a 15 from me.
I would like to use my nat 20 because I got a nat 1.
Oh, yes, please use it.
I'm using my free nat 20.
Please. So
Wait,
natural 20, and what did Willow get?
15.
So that's
So
a
that puts me at a
17.5.
18 because
Oh,
put me up to 21.
18.
You're
Yes,
rounding
okay.
up. Okay, that puts you at outstanding. 10 points to Yusuf and Willow. How does this look?
Having gotten this encouragement from Willow and looking into his eyes, I think it, like you said, we're in this ring of inspiration and feeling light, and I think it sort of starts to wash over Yusuf, like truly, and that haze of being in that other plane starts to dissipate, and it's like tunnel vision, where if you could see what's happening inside of Yusuf's mind, there is a single spotlight on the two of them. This music is really and truly killing me here. There's a single spotlight on the two of them, and Yusuf can only see Willow. And Ray is able to allow themselves, possibly for the first time, I think, to be led in a dance. I think Yusuf is so used to either dancing solo or leading other people, or being in sort of like a group dance situation where there isn't really a partnered scenario going on, that Ray's not used to letting someone else lead. but in this moment they melt into the arms of Willow, and it's like one body moving together. As Willow moves, so does Yusuf, a gentle pull on their back to get them into position, a gentle pull of the arm, and it's effortless for Yusuf.
That is wonderful.
Think-
Willow, yeah.
There's still a standard even in my own 15, but I think just to the notice of the drop from the nat 22 to 15 from previously, I think it's just like a split moment where like it's a combination of realizing what exactly is happening right now. Like I'm dancing with Yusuf right now, and then Yusuf, like I think Willow feeling Yusuf like more easily and like allow themselves to be led, and like Homne said, melt into their arms. There's definitely like just a split second of like tenseness, like his whole body tenses for a second, and goes just relax and relaxes again. But I think that momentary tense was enough to bring it down to my roll down to the 15 that it is, as they continue to lead in this song.
Amazing. You two, you immediately, this performance, it's like not even about applause anymore. It's like the two of you being here. Cannot say the same for Heimlich and Ravina. I really want to know what movie they're in. This is like very important.
Yeah, this is if this was like, you know how in Rocky 4 there's like it's Eye of the Tiger and it cuts between like Rocky and then the Russian guy.
Yeah,
like I think somewhere else there's like a ragtag like I don't know, like couple, and they're trying to dance and they're the underdogs, but then you cut back to like the pros and it's like, oh no, will they win the competition? That's what I think.
Yeah, there's like the ragtag team. They're like, "Oi, mister, I love to dance." Like something stupid.
It's Billy Elliot. No,
like so cute. And Ravina's like, "This is so intense for me. It's not a game. I have prepared for this every day for the rest of my
Ooh,
all of
okay,
my
this
life."
is interesting. 11 plus 19 divided by 2. That's a dirty, slutty 20.5.
Okay. 20.5. Let's round up to a 21 for you. They're also going to get a plus 10. The competition is getting very, very close. What does their turn look like? Full body deep V.
So they're doing a little like samba, I think, and then Heimlich leans and whispers into Ravina's ear, "Sibling, it is time for us to do the big turn." And she goes, "Oh yeah, sibling." And then he does like a dirty dancing lift.
Just in the middle of this song.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Exactly. Perfect.
It's like, oh, and then like holding up the body.
Oh yeah, and she looks amazing. Like she's not. They're not even sweating. I think.
Yeah,
they're not even sweating.
Love that. Absolutely stellar turn. That's gonna bring us around to Juliana and Letty on their honeymoon night.
You're muted.
You are muted.
That's a 17 and an 8.
Okay. 17.
25 divided by 2.
Oh my god.
12.5.
Yeah. Ooh.
Math.
Yeah.
12.5 at a 12. That puts you at good. Six more points for Juliana and Letty. What does their turn look like at good?
I'd like to think that, in fact, they have like basically saw that Willow and Yusuf are the main characters, and basically they've sort of forgotten that this is a dancing competition, and they're more like shipping it and like, oh no, do you think they know yet?
Oh my gosh, they're having a whole conversation.
Yes, and then they're like, oh right, that, and then, you know, Letty like takes Juliana down into a dramatic dip or something.
Yes. Oh, extra points for that. Amazing. Speaking of, Hugh and Regalor, they're looking at each other. Their eyes have met for the first time. They're like, maybe this would be better if we like dance together. And Regalor's like, affirmative. They turn to each other, and each of them Rigolor reaches out a hand to be led, and he reaches out and puts his hand down on the waist. And I'm gonna roll for him.
Oh my god.
I love these two.
No, what happened?
What?
It's got a 2 and a 6.
Oh my god!
They got a 4. I can't believe I got a 4.
Whoa.
They like
Oh no!
start moving to the left and the right, and they're getting the hang of it. And you hear some people like just yelling, "Stop being weird, just dance! Let yourself feel a little loose, loosen up the shoulders." People are starting to like literally yell directions at them, and they're like,
They're like
Put your
dancing
shoulders
like
down, like-
awkward teenagers at
Yeah.
homecoming.
exactly,
Like they're just
Oh
swaying.
my god!
absolutely terrible.
Leave room for Jason.
The two of them are moving back.
Leave
Every
room for the
single-
tea.
I was gonna say he's having the tea. He has to be
Yeah.
between you.
People start saying things like put your right foot in, put your right foot out, and they're like totally
In, out.
listening.
In, shake it all, shake it all about.
The whole thing. They're doing a whole other. They're fully following every direction given to them. It does not
Right
get
foot,
them very
let's stop.
far.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like cha-cha real smooth.
They just start clapping their hands for a whole round. They did very poorly. That is back around to the main event, Yusuf and Willow, for your last round. And I think we're gonna just do this one round for our competition.
Yeah.
Final round, you two. Go ahead and roll.
17.
17.
Well, I rolled pretty bad, so I'm going to use my ability, source of inspiration, failure. I'm able to use I think it's practice edge actually. Sorry, inspiration feature, practice edge. Whenever I roll an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, before I know the outcome, I can add an inspiration. I want to use my inspiration to add a +5 to this roll to make it a 15.
So 15 and 17?
15. That
So
equals
16.
32.
Divided by
2.
Yeah.
16.
Amazing. With the 16, that puts you back on outstanding again. Another 10 points to our team. What does your final round look like? The world drowns out around you. It is only you two. It is excellent because it is solitudinally both of you. Like, it's just you two. You're not focused on performing. You're not focused on anyone else around you. And I don't know. What does it look like?
Thing, and I want to use this to explain the +5 that I get as well. I think at first, for quite a lot of this competition, I think I've been thinking about, okay, I need to win so I don't embarrass Yusuf. I don't want to hold Yusuf back. But I think at some point I've had my eyes locked on Yusuf's eyes this entire time. But I think in this moment I see them rather than just look at Rem. And then again it sinks in that I'm dancing with Rem. And I just fully let go and let loose rather than memorizing and going through the steps of the dance that I remembered when my father's friend played music like this. I think truly improvising and truly just going with the feel and the beat of the music. And again, like you said, Lexi, in this moment it's just Willow and Yusuf. And I think the biggest smile, and I think the most, not that his smiles haven't been genuine, but it's like another layer was unlocked that I think even he didn't really realize or notice as he smiles, and just really truly enjoys dancing alongside this person.
I want to ask you a question in this moment. There was something that the hag said to you about freedom and anxiety being the fear of possibility of choice, and freedom being both failure, like everything being culminated, the chance of failure, the chance to succeed. And in this moment with this flash of inspiration that you get as you are pulled into this moment, your smile wide and bright in front of your friend. Do you think that this... Has Willow ever felt this free?
Oh, absolutely not. Not even close. I think it's definitely a case of thinking. It's almost like having lived in a aquarium. Like, one that's pretty big. Like, it's a pretty big and decent aquarium, but then going from an aquarium to the sea.
Yeah.
And realizing, oh, I haven't been free this entire time. I think it's definitely kind of like that.
Freedom encases and encloses you, wraps you up in its arms. Yusuf, what is it like to look across from you and just see this person feeling free in a way that you've been trying to show, in a way that you felt before? What is this like for you?
It's nothing short of a religious experience.
Hey.
For Yusuf, I think that the best feeling that they've ever had dancing has been in this plane in their mind that they meet their Valia in. And I think for the first time they are experiencing a pleasure in dancing with somebody that isn't the Valia. And this is new even to Yusuf. And this feeling, not only is it clearly freeing for Willow, but it is freeing even for herself, and confusing at the same time, but in an exciting way. Like, there is possibility here, like there is something else that they hadn't really ever considered before. And I think similarly, they've looked at Willow, they've seen Willow, but I think they see Willow in a new way as the two of them dance together, looking at each other, and Yusuf's wings kind of flutter, and where Willow had put the earring onto one of their piercings on their wing, I think it like catches the light a little bit as the two of them dance together. And Yusuf just kind of like looking, smiling right back at Willow, says, "I've never enjoyed dancing so much with somebody else."
I've never enjoyed somebody else.
And Yusuf, I think, at that is taken aback in a good way and doesn't necessarily know what to say, so instead they pull Willow in a little bit closer to themselves, closing whatever sliver of distance might exist between the two of their bodies, and close the gap instead.
The moment they feel that Willow, there's little to no resistance, and I think Willow even moves to close the gap faster. And if they're okay with it, I think Willow would go for a kiss.
I think Yusuf is definitely very okay with it and would reciprocate.
I'm so
Love
sorry. I
that
should have
bit.
paced this so differently, but as you two lean in for a kiss, there's like a little space like under your chins, and we watch the other two pairs as they do their final dance really quickly.
I completely forgot that I was still rolling.
Oh god, that's what we want.
Like, if we don't win, this is homophobia.
Oh, you do win. There's literally no way anybody else wins, but I do want to know how this final round goes. If Heinrich and Ravina split up as siblings forever and decide to go to different hemispheres of this continent and destroy on that, I would love to know.
I do think they look over and be like, "Quick, sibling, now that they are kissing, we will make our attack, our final move."
They just fully punched him in the face.
Coming to trip
My
us.
tongue in the left.
Yeah. It is not homophobic if we want to win. Oh no, they did really well.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that.
It's not homophobic if you want to
17.
Okay, that puts them outstanding.
Yeah.
So they still get a 26 total.
Wow.
They got a 6 and then 2 10s. What does their final round look like? What is this finishing move?
So, they have an unspoken agreement because you and your sibling, you're psychically linked, obviously. Heimlich let Ravina go, and he goes, "Fly, sibling, fly!" And she does a triple pirouette, lands into the splits. He does a backflip and lands Blade style next to her.
Wow. Yeah, so that happens. We'll come back to that because there's something really funny that happens. Juliana and Letty, what did you roll?
So I like to think they continue paying more attention to Yusuf and Willow than their own dance. And at some point, Juliana gives Letty a dip, and that's about the time that there's the religious experience.
Mm-hmm.
And Letty's like, look, in the middle of the dip, and then Juliana looks and the kiss happens, and she almost drops her. For the record, that's a 4 and a 12.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Okay, 8. 8 is still medium, so they get plus another medium.
Oh,
They're
man.
just they entered a competition and we're gonna do mid the whole time. We're really not gonna try with this one.
I mean, can you imagine sweating through this dress? Ew.
Yeah, absolutely not. They're beautiful though. They have a wonderful time themselves, and that's what matters most. I'm gonna roll for the thing that distracts, I think, from Heimlich and Ravina's wonderful ending, which is Hugh-Man and Regalor's final round. I'm gonna roll this. Please do better. 17 and 11, 28. Okay, that's 14. That's pretty good. Okay, so they're literally you see that literally the two of them in the Kingdom Dance from Tangled, the two of them are very scared about it, hesitant, and then they start dancing together. People are yelling at them, and then the people get more spirited and they start dancing to the beat. But you see everyone has gone from where Willow and Yusuf even are to witness what's going on there. They've moved to the side of this fenced off area to watch these two because they're slowly getting more into it in a way that two guys that have just figured out how their bodies move are. So they're just totally getting into it. It's so entertaining. They do not do stellar on this end. But it's an outstanding. It's a good at least. Jeez, that is so rough. Which distracts, I think, everyone being on the one side. Heimlich and Ravina look up from their final pose and see no one was looking at them. Absolutely no one was there.
This is how their villain arc begins.
Yeah, I had to give it to them. I did have to.
They
give
were
it to
already so bad guys, but now they're oh, we're gonna kill people now.
Oh my gosh.
It's just classic theater kid things,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's classic
They
theatre
make
thing.
eye contact with Regular. I'm we'd like to cut a deal with you.
Oh my god. There's definitely evil to be had with the three of them. We'll figure that out later as the song ends. Hugh and Regalor are breathing really, really hard. They're sweating and staring into each other's eyes. People are watching that, but the main thing is Yusuf and Willow won the competition. You see that the elven woman walks over to you and says, You win. You won. You got the most applause. I mean, everyone's kind of over there looking at the two of them, but congrats.
I think there's definitely.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
You won? Oh, right. The competition. And I think
Yeah.
Yusuf just steps backwards, a big step back, just like a kid that's been caught doing something that they're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, Of course we did. Yeah, thank you. Do we do anything? Oh.
Yes, here, and she gives you a small badge, a badge that you later on, Willow, will receive for the pie eating contest. It is this small golden badge with symbols of the both towns, Hengistbury and Thorn. There are names that I wrote down that I don't remember, but this whole autumn festival is both of the towns coming together to celebrate their yield. So you see it's got the emblems of both towns, a bright sun and a phoenix on it. You receive this badge. She says, you can decide who it goes to. But you also both get 15 silver pieces and 2 pairs of leather boots.
Ooh.
Isaac will be so pleased.
Yeah, you can have this as well, and I'll hand the badge to Ram. It kind of clashes with my outfit anyway, so you can have it.
Thank you. Do you want to? And they will hand it to Willow to pin onto them.
Yeah. And they will lean in way too close and linger for way too long, way longer than necessary to pin it on them. Then stand back and go, you look gorgeous.
It looks really good. The elven lady was standing there the entire time. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Second opinion.
Shall we do something else? I saw a pie eating contest that way.
Pie eating, yes. Let's go. Let's go eat pie. Okay.
Bye, you two. She says. She turns it back around, and she's like, "Now you two, I'm talking to you." What a
I like to think
wonderful
that.
moment. Yeah.
I like to think that Letty and Juliana have gone and like gotten a flower for each of you and come over and like give it to Willow and Yusuf and are like, congratulations.
Yeah. What is our Heimlich and Ravina? They're probably very sore losers.
Yeah. No, they're so sore. They're so sore.
Oh.
Like I said, they're striking a deal with Regalor. They're like, we think that you can give us great opportunities.
And great power.
Wunderbar. Let us discuss.
We will reconvene at dark.
We overhear this conversation as we're walking out, and we're like, should we do something?
We're gonna deal with that.
I don't know if that's. Yeah, I think that's another hero story.
I know.
Another hero story. You're starting to sound like Pierce.
Oh yeah, they're rubbing off on me. Okay.
Oh my goodness. What a wonderful moment. We will come back to this moment. We will come back to our campaign to save the kingdom. We're going to take a break. It'll be short and sweet. We will see you back here very soon. Specifically to check out this Black Moss. But this music is so good. It's so good. It is giving.
I'm glad that I didn't have to do that final round with the dragon in the
dragon. I was feeling like it was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jeez. This is absolutely the gayest thing I've ever done.
Imagine Willow and Yusuf kissing and then you just hear like this in the background.
Absolute roaring. Amazing. Well,
that's the sound of Willow. Sorry.
Yes, it is Willow.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, yeah, probably.
Willow getting slightly inconvenienced. Amazing. We will see everyone in about 10 minutes, which is 10 minutes from now. Bye everyone. Take care. We'll see you soon. Stick around. Bye. Oh my goodness. We are back. We are here. We are playing a game. You know what game we're playing? Anyone know?
Jenga.
Yes. It's Jenga. It's a crossword puzzle. It's Twister.
Yahtzee.
It's Yahtzee. It's euchre. I've never played euchre. Ever. It is all those things wrapped into one. No, my friend. This is the level up 5e, like advanced 5e system. The adventure path we're currently playing through, if you like it. This is not currently available or it's not currently available. It's not live right now on Kickstarter, but it can be ordered on BackerKit starting May 30th. Definitely check out the Kickstarter updates for more information. But the system that we're playing is called the Level Up 5e, Advanced 5e system. It's just a deeper, more flexible version of 5e. If you love 5e but want a little bit more depth to the rule set, Level Up is going to be your game. You'll see as we play, the rules are quite familiar. You can either pick it up as you watch us play, or you can check out the rules for yourself in advance by going to www.a5e.tools. There we go. We did it. That being said, we have a huge tone shift ahead of us as we literally smash cut to Rowan and Philomena. You see Rowan and Philomena, you see a tent. You see this tent with black moss completely covering it, reaching up into the sky almost. Anti-gravity, defying all logic and reason in front of you. And you see that, yeah, I mean, all of you are there. Rowan, I want to ask you, so you see, layouts, we love layouts. We got there. You see Philomena back up and out of the tent. She turns to look at you and she says, Oliver. And you look down and you see her hand, and all along her palm, like starting from, not on her index and thumb finger, but starting from her, like the tip of her middle ring and pinky, reaching up, you see this creeping black ink.
I'm not going to grab her hand because I think that right now that'd be really like, that would be very aggravating. But I'm like, there's something on your hand.
Okay, I don't see why that. My entire tent is ruined.
What happened before the show tonight? Anything out of the ordinary?
Oliver said that I would do great. And he said that he was sure of it, and that he said he had some friends in the crowd tonight, and that I don't know, he just implied that he had friends in the crowd. And you know how he is. He's a criminal, we all were, but I don't know, I just assumed it was actual friends, but
okay. Come with me. I want you to stay with me because I'm afraid something's gonna happen to you. And I'm not saying that you can't protect yourself, but there's safety in numbers, so I'd like you to come with me so we can all kind of be together.
Okay, I mean, if something bad is going to happen, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Just follow me, and I'm gonna kind of offer my hand, and if she takes it, I'm gonna lead her to the gang.
She does, and you see she takes your hand, she smiles as if she's like fighting against something, but she smiles, like a smile does get through. She takes your hand. She seems like a little bit tired, a little bit shaken up, but yeah, she'll follow you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull her towards all of my friends.
Hey friends, meet my new girlfriend.
Exactly.
Her name is Philomena, and she's great. Okay, you both see Philomena and Rowan.
Yeah.
All of you see them. You're all kind of coming together as you realize your items have been stolen.
Yeah. I pull her up and I go, "Hi, the moss, it's at her tent, and there's a bit weird black mark on her hand, and it's Oliver's fault because everything's Oliver's fault when you really think about it. But we need to find Oliver."
I'm sorry, who is this and who's Oliver?
Oh, this is Philomena. She's my she's just the best.
Same. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the best.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean like I like to think that you are my better half.
So
Insight check.
before this? Yeah.
Insight check. What the hell is going on here?
Is
Yusuf
this
is I
like
just
a
met, this
romance
kid, and,
subplot?
I'm still a little confused on how all this works.
16.
16. Something gay is happening here. But what else are
Something
you
LGBTQ is going on.
LGBTQ is occurring to you? Is there anything else that you're looking for in Philomena with this insight check?
Mostly just like what is going on between the two of them specifically, so between Rowan and Philomena. So in that regard, like how does Philomena seem to feel about Rowan?
You see that there is like very like big feelings between the two of them. Like you see that Philomena is like stumbling over her words, partially because something wild just happened to her. Scary, but the second that Rowan said something being like, this is my better half, you see wherever she was lofted and up in the clouds, her mind kind of being far away, it like immediately grounded her, but like took her by surprise. So yeah, you just watched the two of them gaily stumble through their words and compliment each other a lot.
Piers is
Just
going
not
to
gonna
like
interrupt.
Yeah.
Pierce is going to look between the two of them, and it looks like something's kind of dawning on them. And he's like, "Is this a romance
I'm gonna
subplot?"
the moment Pierce is about to say that, I'm gonna put a hand over Pierce's mouth.
Pierce
give-
flails slightly.
I shoot Willow thank you eyes.
The moss.
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
the moss is here.
The moss is
Okay,
here.
let's go deal with that. And
Yeah.
there's moss on your hand.
Yeah.
Philomena?
Does this look familiar to you at all? And I kind of like look at Philomena. I'm like, show him your hand.
Steps forward and dazedly puts their hand forward. Yusuf, you recognize this. This is the same moss that is currently still clinging, except hardened, on your hand. The hand that you reached out to Springhill Jack with.
And Yusuf is going to move forward and put out their own hand that has the moss on it to sort of show. I'm afraid that whatever was happening to Springhill Jack in the Weirwood seems to be spreading.
Oh.
Lexi, can I make a legends check? Like, are there any stories about freaky black moss?
Go for it.
All right. Ooh.
I'm like convinced she's gonna die. I'm freaking out. Like,
Like,
Wow, Lexi killing the gays. Oh my god. I cancel Lexi now.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 29. So if anyone talked about it ever, I got an inkling.
You have never for the first time, Piers, you've never heard a story about a thing such as this. This is very new.
Yusuf, you said it was like Springhill Jack. What was he saying?
He was
Like when he-
making some sort of plea to the dragon, the one that felled us. It's stolen all of our things.
I want to say something that Yusuf, your heart drops at the words, the dragon that felled us. And Willow and Rowan, you both feel it too. I think Yusuf feels it the strongest, and you feel like a pain in your hand, the hand that is covered in this moss, and as you it's a pain that makes you reflexively like ball your hand into a fist, but you feel like your fist is hardened rock, and just doing that, like, it hurts. But all of you feel this pang in your chest of something like weighing you down, something you cannot break free of.
Because I've heard a lot of stories in general, but I've not heard one about, I don't know, weird black moss that eats tents and maybe comes from dragons.
Perhaps this is a new one. And I would like to do... You can tell me what kind of check, but I'm thinking Arcana to see, like, is there something about this moss that is creating some link to the dragon?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I got a 17.
17. So what are you looking for specifically? You're looking...
At the black moss that is hardened on my hand.
Yeah.
Does it seem to have... Can I ascertain any sort of arcane properties that would be creating a link to this dragon in some way? Like, why am I feeling pain by thinking about this dragon?
I think you're unable to discern if there's a specific link, but I think there's a familiar feeling that is a thread to some fabric that is going to weave the story from here on out. And that thread is how you felt. It's not the moment that you felt you could do what you set your heart to do. It's the moment after. The moment you died. There's almost a flash that comes to your mind of you dying, and it pulls you down under in this sinking, sad feeling that was overwhelming in the presence of Sarath. This feeling of infinite inquiry, whether or not you could ever break the cycle of this terror. If you could ever get the thing you want back, the thing you cherish back, could you ever break free of this? Will this happen again? And will there be someone next time to save you? It is an echo, like a distant echo, and you can't trace that to anyone, anything, except for that moment.
Something happened to us when we... Well, we didn't die, but something happened to us then.
Were we not supposed to come back to life? Has us coming back done something?
I don't know.
Lexi, as someone who's lived in the area for a hot minute, do people generally come back from facing the dragon? Those lucky few that go do that thing?
No. And you don't know what compelled you to even head towards the dragon. You and Three-Fingered Jake headed there together, and Jake sang this song, but you're unsure why you were there in the first place.
I mean, I'll admit that what happened with y'all was not usual. I mean, I didn't know why I was going there. I mean, obviously I knew when I saw you, but like, something weird's going on.
Okay. Well, as much as I do want to try and figure that out, you might need to investigate the tent first. See what we can find there. I feel like no matter what it is, our gear is important for challenging the dragon or anything that might come our way. And Oliver seems to be the one that has it. But I put a hand up for Philomena. I can see if I can deal with this moss and slow its growth and spread.
I'll be fine. I think it doesn't matter how slow it goes if I'm still going to end out like your friend here. And you see she's talking about Yusuf, who also has not found a way to stop or get rid of this. So if there's no stopping it, it can do as it pleases. It won't affect me, I'm sure.
I would turn to you, Yusuf. Have there been any side effects?
Not that I can feel, I don't think. Though, when you all came back with something.
Yes. I came back with a map.
And a quiver.
Rowan with a...
Stupid hammer.
I had nothing. I don't know if that's related, but...
Do you remember what happened in that space? I think we all ended up in the same space, but different. What did you choose?
So you saw the cottage too? And the woman?
Yes. Yeah, and the hag.
I can't really remember. It's fuzzy. It's unclear to me.
Okay. Well, we can try and tackle that later. The tent seems to be where we can figure out more information on the more current problem.
Let's head back to the tent and see if something's blossom. Well, there's something is blossoming there, but let's see if we can get some clarity on the situation.
Let's do that.
Philomena, lead the way.
She is gonna reach out her hand to you. The other hand.
I take it.
You walk gaily. Back to...
I think there's a moment. I will say that I think there's a moment where Willow sees that and kind of like looks over to Yusuf, and like immediately Willow's hands become so sweaty. So he's like, in his head, he's like, maybe another time, and just keep walking while like trying to rub and dry his hands on his pants.
I think Yusuf sees that and will, when nobody's watching, ideally, when nobody's looking, Yusuf will kind of like try and slip a hand into one of Willow's. The non-moss hand, specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willow immediately tenses up and then relaxes, but like in his head he's waiting like, we're gonna mention my sweaty hands. Oh no, I'm sorry. Like in his head he's immensely embarrassed right now.
Okay. God. I'm losing my mind. Gay shit is happening. You all walk towards the tent. And the vision is still the same. It's kind of a smaller tent. It's meant to hold like personal items. It's got like a mirror inside, some lights, like ambling lights inside bouncing around. but you can see none of that as the whole thing is covered in this black moss. And you see it starting to creep, actually, from almost like grabbing, reaching out, this fluid, crossing the grass and trying to reach for the bigger carnival. Or the big top, actually.
I'm gonna use my produce flame cantrip.
Okay.
And just like, so it like basically ignites my hand until I throw it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like tentatively hold it out towards the moss that's creeping out and see if that like scares it back.
It doesn't. It doesn't seem to. It almost seems to like. It truly like doesn't react. It still continues to creep. You see these tiny little bulbous black inky tendrils dripping and kind of like from further back in it, reaching forward like hands, grabbing onto more blades of grass and pulling this like sticky moss like substance along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not smart. I can't insight check this moss, but I'm like, I'm good at being flexible and charming, nothing else.
I think
I can't call the moss names, so that limits my options.
I'm gonna go for the opposites of the fire, and I would like to ray of frost like a line across it that is nearing the big tent and see if that can slow it down.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is gonna work?
Yes. I think Willow thinks it's gonna work. Does Jack think it's gonna work? I don't know. Willow thinks it is. At least Willow thinks it's gonna slow it down. He's aware that this stuff is magical, so it won't stop it. But he's trying to at least buy time for everyone in the tent.
The truth of your thought, buying time. Not. And this isn't. I will say this specifically for metagaming reasons. The thought of this might not do it, but it will buy time. You see that the moss actually begins to slow down. I think that for you, I think it would be, you would think that it's the ice. But as a player, there's something there in the thought.
And you see, like, they bring the hand to the mouth and blow as if there was something in his hand that he blows, even though there's very clearly nothing in there. Just frost breath erupts from his mouth, and sprays a line across the moss that's nearing the bigger tent, and you see it slowed down to him because of the colder temperatures as the frost and the ice solidifies around it. Okay, that should give us enough time to maybe evacuate the big tent.
Possibly.
Yeah, let's go inside and grab everyone and also maybe look for our things. Your things.
Can I do a perception check to see if someone's watching us?
Yeah, do a perception check.
Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 5, 25.
One person is watching you.
Fucking Oliver.
No. You see three-finger Jake step forward. And he was watching you. I think he's on the other side of the tent and he sees you like very intensely like turn and immediately catch him and he goes, "Oh, okay."
I walk right over to him.
Hi, how's this town? How was the Weirwood?
Not great. Thank you so much for asking. Do you happen to know anything about this moss?
No.
Insight check.
For sure, go for it.
Okay. That is an 8.
No. he doesn't seem to...
I believe him. No.
Yeah, you believe him. Actually, you might not.
Yeah,
Rolled so low, you might not.
I don't know. I don't trust anyone, so
yeah.
I kind of lean in and I go, listen, if there's anything that you're not telling us, you need to tell us now.
I'm not telling you anything. I just there's a really hot guy who left here earlier, and he kind of had the moss on his boots, and so I was gonna do like not like a Cinderella thing, but like, I don't know, like try to follow the boots so that I could ask him for his number. And
can you describe his face to me?
He describes Oliver's face.
And I'm like, do you know which way he went? I'm looking for him too, but for not hot reasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You deserve better, Jake.
Yeah.
Jake's standards are real low. And I love
Jake,
that for him. I love that for him. He says, I mean, he seemed to be headed towards Brockendale Castle, but I don't know. I figured he just stayed around there, not actually lived in like the most haunted place in Hengistbury. But
I tell him, are you able to evacuate the circus in a because the last thing we need is chaos with the amount of people here, but do you think you and some other people are able to get people out of the circus tent? This moss is bad news.
For sure, I can definitely try that. And you see he whistles. You see the 3 kids that you guys saved, like 5 kids that you guys saved, and then the other twins or the triplets step forward, and they immediately like run in this tent. Next thing you know, a bunch of people flood outwards, and you just hear a bunch of like kids making fart noises, burping really, really loudly. Tent is evacuated.
Well, we don't have to do that anymore. And then I go back.
Okay.
And I tell everyone, well, we got the tent evacuated. Say thank you to Three-Fingered Jake, but I think we need to head towards... I forgot the name of the castle, I just remembered that they said it was haunted.
Well, there's only one castle in the area, so... Not
Great.
hard.
I think, do you know the direction?
I assume I know the direction, Lexi.
Yeah, I would say you know.
I mean, we can probably see it from here, actually.
Yeah. Sun is going down currently. Sun is
Here's
going
points.
down.
Willow looks and goes, "Oh, you called that a con? Okay."
Willow.
I'm sorry, have you spent
Do you see
time
anything
in
giving
a
it
lot of
competition?
castles?
I've seen quite a fair share of castles, yes. My father has a summer home that we sometimes go to. That is a it's okay sized castle, but there is a much larger one that they use as a base for their kind of meetings with their party. I've never been to that one, but I've seen pictures.
Rowan visibly, just rolls their eyes, maybe not like gags like I'm going to throw up, but like to exaggerate how grossed out they are by the term summer home.
Oh, you're wealthy.
Yeah, my father came about quite a bit of riches on his adventures, so we've kind of lived in excess for sure.
Rowan mutters,
Right.
I had to eat popcorn off the ground sometimes, but that's fine.
Three-Fingered Jake is like, can I ask a few questions about that?
Sure, yeah, what?
Had someone else... Was it... I think I'm curious about an environment where there is popcorn available because it's on the ground.
Yeah.
But were you just not able to buy the popcorn, or
It was an external vendor. It was an external vendor.
Ah, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Because last I checked, I remembered you from the circus, so I was like, what are they doing that you can't eat circus in your own, or popcorn in your own circus, you know?
They catered to the circus.
Yeah.
They got catering.
Gosh,
Yeah.
the DoorDash the popcorn to the damn carnival.
Anyways, I show Three-Finger Jake Philomena and I go, this is the love of my life. If she dies on your watch, I will kill you. And I look at Philomena and I go, please stay safe. We're going to Spooky Castle.
Oh, right. Are you sure you want to go right now? What about tomorrow?
No, we need to get a hand of this. What?
Piers points at the mold and is like, I don't think that's a tomorrow problem.
It's a future problem in general.
We need to take care of this now. If we don't take care of it, then I might not have a future with you, and I don't want to risk that.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay. It's a natural 1.
Oh
No!
You have a natural 20.
I do. I'll. But part of me is like, I need to understand. I'm just a hoarder when it comes to that stuff.
Pick up the loot, never use it.
It's okay. This is also my infinite hubris of, it'll be fine. Sometimes you can't win every argument in a relationship.
What was the last thing that you said? You said,
Is it
Why is my
you
brain-
We're
leave
going
this?
to
we're gonna go to spooky
spooky
yeah,
house.
spooky house.
Spooky
We're going
castle.
Spooky Castle.
You see, ooh. She steps in closer to you, and that 1 inch of height difference between the two of you is very, very evident immediately. She says, I don't think you should go late at night. And if you go, I'm going with you.
I hand her a knife and I go, do you remember how to throw this?
Of course I do.
Well, then you're coming. Let's go. I'm like,
Okay.
let's go. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I specifically give her the one that's poisoned.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
Chekhov's
stuff.
dagger. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Jake is like, you don't need me to. So since she's going with you.
Oh yeah, nix that. But
Great, I can go
Yeah.
home. Wait, actually, if I go with you, will the hot guy be there?
he might try to kill us. So I don't know if
Depends on
you're
what
into
you're
that
into.
kind of. Some people are into that kind of thing. Some aren't.
Hey,
This goes
I'm
on
not
that,
so
like,
good.
gesture.
That's facts.
The vague gesturing goes on for at least 2 minutes. Like,
Are you into the Killing Eve vibe, or like what's your
Always.
Three-finger Jake standards are real low these days.
Hey, that's not low standards, that's just passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You're right,
appreciate
y'all
it.
have-
Come on,
Type.
Jake. It's not about your number of fingers. It's about how you use them.
Gives you a literal solid high five. Truly gives you a high five. Absolutely fucking, I think yells like a Chad. I fully just lets out a yell. And is energized and is going to come with you. And is absolutely, yeah, just fucking thrilled. You have a bard accompanying you with every instrument on his back. He's kind of pulling it out and playing a little bit and walking you all where you need to go. And you see that Piers, you and Three-Finger Jake kind of make a very good team. For similar reasons, for similar whimsical, wanders exactly where they need to be, doesn't know what they need, but kind of just is there to help everyone else figure out what they need. And in that way, you are both very lighthearted and able to have just like a very, very wonderful conversation, leading everyone towards this castle. On the way,
Piers
go ahead.
probably, unless Jake doesn't want to for some reason, Piers will totally recount the epic story of how we beat Spring Hill Jack.
Oh, for sure. There is an epic story to be told. From the beginning to the literal end, with Yusuf holding on to Spring Hill Jack before absolutely getting decimated and resulted to black moss and goo in the ground. There is a whole story, and you see that he starts fiddling with rhymes and trying to figure out how to turn that into a song.
I like to think that actually Piers gets up to a certain point and is like, and then I passed out, and turns around and looks at Willow, and Yusuf is like, what do you remember?
Yeah.
Willow would definitely recount what he remembers. Definitely leaving out any emotions he felt on their part.
It's so in character. It's so in character. Yeah.
But I think they would definitely like hype up, obviously themselves. But I think they would also hype up Yusuf a lot, and what they did in the fight. Maybe to a degree of like, and they soared across the sky to the next kid to save them, and in reality it was like, okay, they kind of like flew.
It was a jump. Like, I ran and I hid a lot. I don't like. Yeah, it's like one of those stories where you're like, oh, you were really only watching one person. Like, you didn't pay attention to anybody else.
100%.
You know, I didn't really soar so much as I just flew a little bit, and I just untied the kids from each pillar.
You looked honestly pretty like incredible in the sky, very elegant. I don't know. I think you're underselling yourself. I think you did incredible. Personally.
I mean, you're the one that was fighting the wizard.
Oh, I could fight for however long I need to. You were doing the actual saving. I'm just glad I was able to help.
Are you two forming a mutual admiration society?
Huh?
Are you forming a mutual admiration society?
I don't know what those words mean.
Yeah,
where you say nice things about each other, and like you make a deal to say nice things about each other.
Jake knows exactly what. Yeah, Jake knows exactly what Piers means and knows exactly what's going on, and turns around and looks at both of you like in a very knowing, like, what is going on here? Say it out loud. Say it out
loud. I'm just giving credit where credit's due.
A lot of credit to be given out, my friend.
I whispered to Philomena, like, there's something going on. I put 5 silver on it. It's just between me and myself, really, but
she's like, I'm not even going to bet. There's absolutely something going on.
Oh yeah, no.
I would like to put forth that I should get an inspiration point, because my source of inspiration includes exposing secrets.
Yes!
And this is like the worst kept secret ever. But no one's saying it out loud.
Ripperoni to Yusuf and Willow. Go ahead and take inspiration.
Wow, this is homophobia in my Christian Minecraft server.
It's not homophobia if you what? What is it?
If you win. If you want to win. That is so funny.
Oh my gosh. It's not homophobia, it's inspiration. Jeez. Yeah, Piers, go ahead and take an inspiration. Eddie,
Philomena doesn't even take your like 5, like just gives you 5 silver. It's like, no, there's absolutely no way.
Oh yeah, no.
Very...
We should, right? You said we should pay attention. The castle. We're nearly at the.
The castle. We're nearly at the castle.
Yeah.
It's right here. And Yusuf, I think, will fly just a little bit to the front, like just a little bit closer to the castle.
What you see in front of you as you stumble across the castle, you fly just a little bit, and as you go up in the air, you immediately get caught in webs.
Oh no.
Yeah, not good stuff. Not good stuff.
Seems they haven't cleaned up in a while.
In a long, long while, my friend. You see a house in front of you, a castle that was reclaimed by dirt and ruin. Vines and other foliage climb up, holding this place together, simultaneously ripping it apart as gray bricks of broken stonework crumble close to dust. If there was a second or third or fourth floor to this place, you would not know it. This place is large and expansive, but only has the remains of a roof for the top floor and exposed other sides to it. This castle looms over you, its skeletal ruins stark against a dark sky, bright white moon, almost like a pinhole full in the sky. Whether or not this house is actually haunted, well, it certainly looks the part. For an instant, you think you see a light in one of the empty ruined shadows, but it is gone just as quickly, and you beat your wings and you slice away webs. But from what little height you were able to get, Yusuf, you look down and you see things are moving around you. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Just content warning for anyone in chat who's a bit skittish about
Oh
spiders.
my goodness, I totally meant to do that. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Content warning from this point onward for arachnophobia. Arachnophobia, if you have a fear of webs, insects in general, please take care of yourself. This is it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. But yes, please do take care of yourself.
What did you say we should roll?
Perception.
I
I
got
got
a
a 12.
flat 10.
12, 10.
12.
14.
8.
We're doing
Oh, hey.
great.
We're on the
Willow.
line.
Willow with an 8. With an 8, what you don't see are the bundles of bodies completely trapped in web, completely encased in this sticky fluid. You see the small tiny fibers that you kind of bat out of the way, but you don't see you're walking through almost an entire field of them as you get up to the front of this house. Everyone else, you notice... Yeah, literally everyone else. You notice tiny movement in the corner of your vision. You're not sure what, but the more you look at these bundles of web, you see they're still moving.
I am gonna... Can I do? I have to open the book. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I have to open the
Spoilers.
The book.
I need to
While
get my book ready next time.
While they're doing that, I would like to go up to one of these bundles, this web bundle,
Yeah.
and very carefully, I think, taking my oh my god, do I have any weapons? I do not. Taking my, I guess, hand, because I don't have anything long to
Philomena
poke
will
it with.
also offer you her dagger as well, if you want that.
That's okay, Philomena. You should keep that.
Okay.
And I think is going to take their hand, their non-mold hand, and is going to gently poke at it to see, like, if it will react, if it will move in some way.
You poke, and nothing moves until a jerk. This bundle moves forward, jerks forward, and starts to flail back and forth.
Oh, there seems to be... And I think, they're going to gesture over to somebody, whoever's nearest. Maybe Philomena, since Philomena had just offered the dagger.
Mhm.
Actually, not Philomena. Oh my god, that dagger is poison. somebody else. And
I'll come. I'll go.
can you cut through this? I think there's someone or something inside.
Yes, I can. Okay, Lexi, I'm gonna pitch something to you, and just let me know if I can utilize that for this. So I can do something called Deceptive Stance for a combat maneuver.
Yeah.
I don't know if this technically counts as combat. The reason I'm asking to do it is because I get an expertise die on sleight of hand, and I really don't want to, like, screw this up. Because, like, okay, cool. Then I'm going to use that. So, and I'm going to make I want to make a sleight of hand check to essentially cut open, because part of, like, there's, like, a lizard brain is, like, there's no person in there, it's just a bunch of tiny spiders, and there's going to be like an egg and all the spiders are going to come out. So that's like the lizard part of the brain. So I think Rowan wants to avoid that and just make a little notch and see if it's human or spider.
Make a notch.
Yeah.
Do it.
Human? Is it human or spider?
Are we human or are
Worst
we
game
dancer?
show?
Exactly. Okay, I'm not going to use these days.
Am I a monster or am I a Muppet? That's wrong.
Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
I mixed Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Muppets movie.
You know what? That's a crossover that I didn't know I needed.
Everyone
I
but
would watch
Quasimodo is, or everyone but Esmeralda is a Muppet.
That would be so funny.
It's like everyone but it has to be Quasi,
Yeah.
Esmeralda, and
Yeah.
Phoebus. Like they all had, all three of them are people. Everyone else is a Muppet.
That is a 17.
17. Okay, make a notch.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you making this notch at?
I feel like I'm trying to think. Where is like the least? I feel like kind of near the feet, because as long as you're not near the chest, those are the important organs. If you're close
Those are
to
the
the feet,
important bits. You create a notch. You immediately like you cut, and there's this like expounding of air, and you hear a scream, even from down in the feet. Nothing comes out, but you do see like someone is in there. It's like
Oh,
2 feet, bound by web.
I'm gonna cut this person out.
Okay.
Okay. I take my knife and I very deftly cut them out. I will roll for it if you would like me to.
Go for it.
Okay, that'd be sleight of hand. Okay. I think, unless you think it'd be something
Yes,
else.
sleight of hand for
Okay.
sure.
Oh yeah, that is a. Oh, I get to add an expertise day. So that's a 26 plus.
You rip up this bundle, and you just hear, oh my god, oh my god, and you see a fawn. You see a fawn person, someone who might have belonged in the Weirwood, covered. They have dark bags under their eyes. They are covered in web, even inside of this cocoon. And they are like flailing, but seeing the moon above them, seeing you all standing above them, they immediately start to panic.
What happened to you?
They're, where are they gonna? They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back.
If they're gonna come back, then go. Then go. If they're gonna come back, then go.
They start to stand, and they are far too weak to stand. But you see them still grab onto the grass. They fall. They grab onto the grass and begin to pull themselves away.
Yeah.
You can hear the scraping of their feet and just like them grabbing onto whatever they can, pushing off of other bundles if they can. It is a very haunting, chilling sight. The desperation is thick. Okay, absolutely. You help them up. I'm gonna say Piers is an elf. This person is a fawn. They're kind of on the shorter side. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but you do help them up. They're panicking. They're grabbing onto you in a way that is like their nails are like piercing into you. They're afraid.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll...
I have to
You
go
can
back.
come hang out with Jake. He'll protect you.
Jake
I
is like,
take him over to Three Finger Jake.
yeah, we'll party it up over here. We're gonna party.
No, I think he should go into town.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna make it into town.
I think going deeper into this with us is going to be worse than not making it to town.
I mean, he should stay out here and not do either of those things.
We could.
I can take him back to town if you guys want.
Wait.
But what if there's more?
If there's more people, you should take all of them back to town. And Yusuf will sort of gesture to all of the other bundles that are here.
There are at
This
least
is a
15
castle. Is
other
there like
bundles.
a wagon? A pole cart?
You see one, it is shattered and broken inside.
Also,
of the
they're probably
house.
horses.
It is like the crumbled, exposed corner of the house. You do see like a what would be a place where you would like stalls, like horse stalls, and places where you would actually befit beasts of burden, but everything is jagged, splinterous. You don't see anything.
Can I try a survival check to make like essentially like a pallet to like put people who can't walk on, so like they can be dragged?
So what I'm gonna say, there are about 15 other bundles here. It is not just this one person. It is like a field of them in front of this house. And this is just what's in front of you. You're not sure what's around back. If you would like to try to make a pallet, I would have you do that, but it's going to take you. You are losing time, essentially. It's going to take you time to do.
I will suggest that to Jake, and he can do that while we go inside.
I can also just take him to town. I would be okay doing that. I don't like spiders, so...
Yeah, but
Everyone
can we
probably does need
please-
to know.
Well, if we defeat the evil that's inside, we can get everyone out after, right? Right, exactly.
I don't know if that's best to let them all. And Yusuf just kind of like looks at the nearest bundle that's like wriggling still.
Yeah.
They seem distressed. I
Let's-
don't have anything
let's
on me. Can we?
set free the ones we can. I can.
Yeah.
I can give this a try. And
You should also be careful because if the spiders come back, then they might try and get them again.
Oh, I can fuck up a spider. We'll be fine.
I'm going to try and cut open. I'm going to go from bundle to bundle to try and cut everyone open.
Okay. What is everyone doing to help in this effort? That's the first question I'm asking.
I am, and I don't know, because part of me thought like, this might be something I'm very good at. It can do quickly and efficiently, but also you are the GM, and I don't want to like pull from your plans. But I do think I do jump into action, and definitely am doing the poke the hole, see feet, cut open. For anything that's moving, for anything that's still, I'm kind of passing over.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got my hands. Ripping them open.
Yeah. And I'm still
That's
going
best I
for the
can
ones
do.
that, even if they are still, I'm going to try.
What is
and
Pierce
open them.
doing?
I'm gonna keep an eye out. Like I'm basically gonna like stand watch while everybody's doing this, and I'll do the produce flame to cast some light. Actually, wait, do we all have dark vision?
I have
Are we
dark
that party?
vision.
This is important, yeah.
Let's see. Let me see.
I can see in the dark.
Yes, I do.
Two bird folk.
I do not think I do. I don't have
I
it
don't think
on
so
my.
either.
Yeah, I don't have it on my sheet, so I cannot see.
All right. Well, I will conjure that light, and I can throw it at things if I have to. And I'm just gonna watch out for spiders because I know exactly what happens when you disturb a spider's web.
Okay. Second question, last question. Possibly last question. How long are you willing to stay here and do this? I would say Rowan being good at it still took you about 5 minutes to cut the thing open. Everyone else just using their hands is going to take upwards 10 minutes. Willow cutting through and making sure everyone's okay. I don't think you have the same skill as Rowan does. Would probably take about the same time as Rowan. There are 15 of these guys here. So what I did, if 5 times 15, just going off of Rowan's rate, that's 75 minutes.
Yeah.
So for everyone else also adding in, that's upwards an hour or more that you're willing to stand here and do this.
I think I'm gonna cut one person out, and then when I see how long it's taking, I kind of have an oh shit moment. Like, I can't do this for that long, especially at this rate. And I think I am gonna finish like the one I started. Yeah. But I'm thinking I'm doing a trolley problem in my head right now.
Yeah,
I'm doing a trolley problem.
If we all do 3 or 4, and we're doing it at the same time. We're not waiting for like Rowan to finish it and we do it. We're doing it at the same time, so it would take maximum. I think what you said, 10 minutes.
If you both did
minutes.
If Willow and Yusuf both took on like 4 out of the 15, that's 40 minutes total right there. And then with everything else, which is there's 15, so that's 7 left. That's 25 minutes from Rowan total. So Rowan would be half an hour about, and the rest, like you and Yusuf would basically do it in 40. I will say Piers is keeping watch, so another option is do this as long as you can until Piers senses something.
But I'm also worried about what's inside too. That's a thing.
Yeah, I think this is going to turn into an endurance issue.
I think we have. I think there are more people in the village. There are more vulnerable people in the village. And the thing is, even if we cut all of them free, we don't have enough people to get them to the village because these people, they're very weak. I'm not saying that like they deserve to do anything, but what resources do we have to get them to the village? And we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, I think, after having cut one out, and I think, Willow.
Well, and we can have Jake come back with, like, other people to cut folks out.
Yeah, if we can find willing people.
That might be the trick, but...
Yusuf will reluctantly agree. I think Ray doesn't necessarily like the idea of leaving people behind, but recognizes that we are on a time crunch.
Okay.
I don't feel like offers to pat Rim on the back. It's like we're not leaving, but
okay.
Yeah. And then I think once we kind of finish like the things that we were on, I think we need to go into this castle.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Okay. You all leave these slightly wiggling bundles out front and enter the castle.
Yeah. Well, also, if Three Finger Jake's a bard, what? Maybe he has a spell. I mean, he's like, he can do magic. He can call someone. That's like also my train of thought.
Yeah, he can. What would you want Three-Fingered Jake and Philomena to do?
I'd keep watch.
Okay.
Is definitely one. And then I'm gonna ask Three-Fingered Jake if he has a spell or means of communication to let just someone else in the village know that, hey, we found this. There are distressed people who are alive but need help.
I mean, I can tell them. I can possibly send a message to someone, but it's... I don't know if everyone kind of knows to stay away from this place. So,
yeah. Just shoot it out. Hopefully good people will come, and then I turn to the rest. I'm like, what else should I tell them? What else should they do?
No, that's fine. Worst case scenario, we come out after dealing with whatever's in there and cover it ourselves.
Okay.
So inside we go.
Philomena Squeezes your hand, Rowan.
Oh, wait.
Three-fingered
Give her a
Jake.
little kiss.
Aw, she gives you a kiss back. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Keep forgetting that, like, we keep forgetting this is an option. It's so wild we keep doing that. Three-fingered Jake, like, clasps your shoulder, peers, and nods. The two of them, you see that, like, Three-fingered Jake goes to start casting a spell, but more importantly, the two of them stand outside in wait. You all move closer to this castle. And you see there are many ways to enter this castle depending on what you want to do. But what is available to you is the front door. Is that where you all would like to go in?
Considering the state it's in, can we open the front door?
The door is jagged, hanging off, like ripped from the top hinge, and just kind of fallen off to the side. It is, you can open it. And there are webs covering everything.
I'm going to toss my teeny weeny fireball at the webs that are covering the gate.
Okay. You lance a fireball. Would you be making a ranged spell attack? Is there any kind of damage associated with your...
Yes, let me
Go ahead
find
and
that real quick.
roll to hit for me.
Are the webs going to dodge?
No, but this is kind of a 10-foot cube of webs, and because it's a little bit, there are rules for specifically like large clumps of web, trying to destroy it in order to make a way.
13?
13 hits. How much damage are you doing?
2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire. 2 points. You see that the fireball, like this tiny small mote of fire, just through, and it arcs through this web, singeing away threads. Almost like burning grass. It's like singeing the edges of the threads, starting this small hole that begins opening up into a portal. You see that the fireball arcs into the house, burns on the floor. You see something skitters across over it, puts it out.
Firefighting spiders?
Seems like it. I can take the lead if that's okay.
I mean, if you want.
Rowan's like, last time he took the lead, good things did not happen.
Oof. Oof.
Hey, I mean, do you say it? Because he's just gonna take the lead.
No, I don't. Just think it in my head.
Yusuf cannot see, so I think somebody else definitely has to be in front.
Yeah. Is it okay if I just hold Yusuf's hand as a guide?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Who has the crappiest con?
I have very low HP.
I'm trying to
My con
find
is pretty
my
good.
miscellaneous equipment because I have a little something.
My con is pretty good.
I have 18 hit points. Please do not hit me.
You have 18?
I rolled really badly when I was leveling up.
Baby.
I rolled like 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s.
Wait, what level are you?
Oh.
Wait.
I'm the same level as you!
Are we all level? I just want to make sure. Are we level 3? Are we
We're level 4.
Yeah, we're level. What?
I haven't leveled up.
Me neither. LMAO, me neither.
I leveled up!
What are you talking about?
I forgot to level up.
I'm gonna do that real
I can
quick.
do that. Yeah, I can do that real quick. But even without leveling up, I have considerably more HP than Rowan, which is very funny to me.
I rolled really badly on my D8, so I'm just...
Rowan.
Yeah, I also have higher hit points than Rowan, which
I'm
is really
immunocompromised.
No. Oh,
Piers is going to dig around in his bag and pull out like what kind of looks like a dried weed and hands it to Rowan. Is like, this should help.
Rowan coughs a little because I guess they're sickly now. It's like, thank you.
No.
Do I eat it? Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
It's a little chewy.
put my mouth on a shoe.
So for the record, you have expertise to con saves for the next hour.
It's so nice of you. Thank you.
I mean, it's better than the acorn.
What does the acorn do?
It makes you stronger, but you also have to swallow an acorn.
Fair. Like, you can't chew it.
Uh-uh.
Can you stick it up your butt? Instead?
That's not how consumption works.
You're inserting it! You're inserting
You're
it!
stopped.
This is
It's
a
like,
lot.
does it work like that?
This is
I would
this
think
is
it
a
would
lot.
be very
This is a lot.
Is this a conversation that's happening right now?
Yes. Yes, I
Everyone
think it
roll me
is.
stealth checks.
Oh my god.
God damn, I'm gonna shoot. Okay.
Don't shoot
Hey,
me, I'll
Lexi, guess what, Lexi?
Shut
Guess
up,
what?
Drac.
Naturally rolled nat 20. I don't
I'm
need
gonna
your nat
use-
20s.
I'm gonna use my nat 20 now. I rolled a 2.
I don't need your nat 20s.
I'm using my nat 20
Oh,
now.
I'm gonna
Sad.
use my nat 20 because that was a 1.
I got a 16.
I'm not good with these people.
I don't need a
like-
nat 20 from Lexi.
Let me have my
Fine.
conversation about this.
Okay. Ooh, not my dog saying
So
shut
we're
up.
doing this whole conversation as stage whispers, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
We're like CSL, common sign language.
Yes. I mean,
Oh.
all characters can standard sign
Yes.
in whatever languages
Um,
they're fluent in. So
So, everyone, you all are sneaking up to the front door. Do you go in?
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
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 We gotta.
What I will say, if someone wants to give me a perception check, you rolled stealthily enough. Go for it.
I want to
Yusuf.
do it.
Someone else did. I did horrible.
Yusuf
I got
is going to-
a 25.
with a 25. You see in this room 6 giant spiders, aware of your presence, skittering to the corners, the top corners of the roof of basically a ruined foyer, whatever, atrium of this mansion.
And Yusuf will, I think, stop in rare tracks and like pull Rowan's hand to like
Okay.
stop them as well.
I stop immediately, and then I signal to Drac to stop.
Drac, stop!
Willow
Drac
starts
the
bleeding from the
player.
nose.
Drac the player.
Yeah.
There's 6, and like leaning over to Rowan, whispering to her, "There's spiders, 6 of them," and they will point to where
Okay.
they can sense them.
Oh no, because I love spiders as a person. This is very hard for me. Is there like a place where we can hide, like super quick, while we think of a plan? Like a
You can
corner?
kind
you
of
just not go in the door.
Yes,
Oh.
you're walking up kind of like these tall stairs.
Okay.
You can just move to the side of the stairs if you would like.
Yeah, I don't have enough knives to throw them at the. Ooh, we could climb up the side. Are we good at climbing?
I can climb.
Yeah, I can climb.
I can try.
Yeah,
I
give
can.
it
I
that.
can fly. I don't need to.
Yeah.
As long as we move and they don't see us, I think we're gonna be okay. So
Okay.
let's just move
Yeah,
quietly and quickly.
got it. Quietly, quickly. Quietly, quickly.
Another stealth check. And are we climbing up?
Yeah, I think to like the nearest open window. I don't know. I would like to climb up and peek inside and
Yeah.
see if the coast is clear.
So essentially how this place is, there's like a little bit of a roof, but whatever is the roof was what used to be the second floor. This place
Okay.
is crumbled, it's exposed for the most part. You can definitely climb to this top and look inside and see where these spiders
Cool.
are, and you would actually be above them a
Mhm.
little bit. At least.
Oh wait, I personally love that. 1 second, I have like a thing. I have a thing.
Yeah, while you find that, everyone go ahead and give me a stealth check, because this will. And what I'll do is everyone else give me a stealth check. Is anybody else climbing?
I'm gonna fly.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
gonna
climb.
fly. You'll climb.
I'm gonna
Okay.
climb. Yeah.
So why don't we do our athletics checks first? Like our athletics checks first to climb,
Okay.
and then we'll do the stealth and see how that turns out.
I should probably go before anyone who's not, like, I don't know how good you are at that, Willow. I can grant advantage
We'll
to,
see.
if I succeed, I can grant advantage to anyone who comes after me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No,
So-
I get. Go ahead.
That's a 14 on my stealth check.
Oh, I should do stealth.
And
Did you want the
that is
athletics check first or the stealth check first?
Athletics check first.
Okay.
15 for the
Dirty
athletics.
20 on the
Athletics.
Cool.
1 second. I get an expertise die on my athletics checks and a climb speed equal to my speed.
Great.
Okay. Rolling for
I mean,
athletics.
do you even have to roll the climb if you have a climb speed?
Well, I get an expertise die. I want to use it.
That's fair.
That is a 14 for athletics.
What did Willow get?
Do I have the
Oh,
advantage?
you have to know whether or not you passed. So let me roll really quickly. I'm going to set the DC right here based off of their perception. Natural 1.
Ah,
Everyone passes. They get a +0. Everyone
Okay.
passes. You all, whatever method you're using to climb, absolutely you succeed on. Now go ahead and give me your stealth checks. And Willow, go ahead and roll for me, but you get advantage, I believe, granted by peers.
Yeah.
Ooh. I have a 23.
Okay.
And
17.
I'll use guidance on myself. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as well.
Okay.
And that is a plus. Okay, cool. I just get the expertise die. Okay, so it's a 1d4. Cool. That's 16.
Okay. And what did Piers get?
Pierce got a 15.
Okay. It's good all around. You all get to the top level of this decrepit house. It is crumbling, shaking, falling around, but you see it is not because of you. You all are very light on your feet. You get to the top floor, or the top of this, like, outer wall, and you do see exactly what Yusuf sensed, what Yusuf was able to see. 6 spiders standing at the top, peering down, kind of circling around. They're clicking their jaws together, looking at the door where that fireball was. You see one was singed by it as it passed over it, but there are 3 on the side y'all are on and 3 on the opposite side.
How big are these spiders?
They are category giant spiders, so they are category large.
So they're large size spiders?
Yes.
So they're bigger than we are?
Yes.
Is it like a Skyrim spider?
It's like a Skyrim spider.
Thanks, I hate it.
Game, I cannot finish it because it's the stupid spiders. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a sniper ability.
Okay.
I can snipe.
Love that.
I'm like mechanics. So I could do, because I also have sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me is like, and this is like, how much shenanigans are you willing to allow,
Okay.
Lexi? Can I like shoot and hide? Because I know if I do that enough times, the spiders will be like, something's up, because spiders are smart. But how many times would you say it could get away with like shoot and hide?
This essentially would result in initiative after you all get a round of surprise attacks, because you have basically caught them by surprise. It then moves into regular combat. So however many attacks you can get in one, and then you could take your attack action, and then if you have an ability that allows you to take the hide action, you can do that.
Okay.
I have something that should make it easier for you to hit.
Ooh,
If you want me to go
yeah.
first.
Yeah, what also I do want to get I want to gauge the group before we engage with spiders. I explained to them, I'm very good at throwing things. Like bonkers good at throwing things. I'm not saying we have to do this, but we might want to get rid of these spiders. We have the high ground, we have the advantage. What do you think?
I can make them really shiny.
Oh, sparkle spiders. They're sparkly.
If you think you can take them, let's do it.
Of course.
I trust you.
So sorry,
no.
I disappeared.
You're good.
What? Did I interrupt something? Oh my god, did something gay happen?
Oh, it's all good. No, we were just saying that
Something
we're
gay
agreeing
happened.
with Rowan's plan.
Yeah, because I'm not going to attack these spiders unless everyone agrees to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we all did.
Great. You have one surprise round. What is the first thing? What does everyone move to do? You have one.
How
action
many
bonus
giant
action.
spiders can I fit in a 20-foot cube?
There are. I don't have a map this week. There are 3 near you and 3 over in the corner. I think that you could perfectly, if you put a cube, I don't know. I think you could definitely get it in a place where it hits all 3 of the spiders.
All right, I need them to make dex saves then.
Okay. What is so? We'll do the dex save. What is Yusuf doing?
I think Yusuf has flown up, right? Above everybody else and is looking, and the plan that we have is to do a ranged sort of surprise attack based off of I was about to say Philomena, Rowan.
Yeah.
And so I think, if I may, I would like to hold my action, or I would like to hold an action where if any of the spiders retaliate or attack back, that then I will attack them. But I think at the moment, because I'm a melee fighter, I don't think think Yusuf does anything.
Yeah. So surprise round won't do anything this time around till we roll initiative. Willow, what are you doing?
I think I'll be doing the same. I'm gonna hold an action. I'll hold a cantrip and ready that for if they target me, or if they close any distance between the party and us, the party and them, I will fire.
So this is effectively a surprise round. So what's going to happen is everyone gets one action off because you've stealth past them, and then we'll roll initiative and start. So if you hold your action, you essentially won't get to do it because we're going to roll initiative directly after this.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is we're going to get to Rowan, and I'm going to ask Rowan what she wants to do, and then her action will start this chain of events. And everyone's actions will go off all at once, and we'll roll initiative and combat. So is there anything you want to do before this?
I'm
okay
gonna
if
magic
not.
missile one of them then. I guess the
Yeah.
one that I see Rowan aiming for, and then magic missile.
Okay.
Okay.
Last but not least, Rowan.
What I'm going to do is called a double shot. I can knock 2 blades, and I can launch both missiles at the same opponent. So the next ranged weapon attack I make uses 2 missiles instead of 1. So this is for the next round of combat. But while I'm kind of getting my blades ready, because I've studied the blade, I'm gonna slingshot one of these bad boys. And can I add sneak attack onto that? Can I?
They are surprised, so I believe you get that, yeah.
Slay.
And if they failed their dexterity checks, you get advantage against them.
Oh,
Yes.
amazing. Okay, let's roll.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll.
Okay, that is with my sling, 23 to hit.
Amazing. So, yes, Yusuf.
Given that you said that holding an action in this round is basically forfeiting it,
Yes.
Instead of doing that, Yusuf, I think, is going to use the chaos of everything, to start looking around up on the second floor where we were originally going, to see basically to scout out like what's up there, because we're here for our things and for Oliver theoretically. So I want to be able to like prepare the party for what's coming next.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll get around to I'll have you go ahead and roll me a perception check. But this is all going to happen at once. So Slingshot gets lets loose, but not until they make their dex save. So these spooky little spiders, they're not little at all. Dex, they get +3 to. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. And
They're
whatever
looking
they
for a 14.
Okay. That is cocked. Hold up. Let me roll this on the table. I rolled a natural 15 +3 is 18.
Damn.
So they immediately succeed. Did they still take any damage? Anything?
No. Everything around them sparkly, but they're fine.
Sparkle, and a slingshot. Are you slinging
There
a
is
bolt?
dim light for if Yusuf wants to, like, be able to see things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I rolled it to hit. I rolled at advantage. Should I roll again? I misheard, and I already rolled my attack previously.
I will say go ahead and re-roll.
I'll
as
do
your
that. I'll do
attack.
that. Yeah, I'll do that. It's a 2 and a 3. That doesn't hit. It's fine. I'll
Okay.
go.
Doesn't hit this slingshot. What do you is this like stone? Is it a bolt? Is it like, what is it?
It's like pebbles, I think. It's pebbles.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So you see these pebbles, like, yeah, they sling towards these spiders. They hit, but it just pings off of their thick bodies. And magic missile. Go ahead, and magic missile it up. They automatically hit, I believe.
Yeah, so it deals as I reach up to my chest and almost pull. You see a glow, a whitish blue glow, and from behind my ribs kind of emanate and then pull out from my chest, and I fling 3 icy blue beams of energy at them and deals 14 points of force damage.
Okay, how many? Is it also 1 or is it 2?
Did Rowan hit one?
No.
Rowan did not hit.
No. I'm gonna go over gonna hit the one that Rowan missed, and I'm gonna
Okay.
hit all 3 of them. I'm gonna hit that one.
14 points of damage each or total?
Total.
Total. Okay, perfect. You hear a as this one spider starts to wriggle. These white beams, icy white beams, streak across, pings off of it. That light glimmers and reveals something to you, Yusuf. What is your perception check?
13.
On a 13, it does reveal something to you. Something that we will get to next week as we will end our session here, getting into initiative.
What is this?
This is the time we end, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm just
You're
like,
right.
damn,
You're right.
not that.
I
not
already
the
rolled my
what's your
initiative,
perception
doesn't
check,
count.
and then the immediate like.
Not
We'll
a
tell you
2
later.
and a 3.
I will tell you
Fine.
later. No, yeah, absolutely. We're going to end our session here on this amazing initiative. If you are excited about this story, if you're excited about this adventure path, if you're excited about this system that we're playing, please go over to www.a5e.tools in order to explore this game, this system, this whole thing. The adventure path is not currently live on Kickstarter right now, but you can snag it on BackerKit starting on May 30th. If you're interested in the system that we're playing with, you go to that website. It's essentially, a deeper, more flexible version of the 5e rule set that you already know and love. That being said, I am so excited to come back to this world next week, next Thursday. But first, I would love for my players to introduce themselves. Who are you and who were you this week? Starting with Savannah.
Hey everybody, I'm Savannah Broadway, editor of the Gate Pass Gazette, the premier magazine for all things Level Up 5th edition. And you can find me on Twitter at @purplegnomeling without an E, and you can, more importantly, find my conure at @wreckitRemedem. She is lady not appearing in this film today, and I've been your somewhat romantically oblivious Bard Pierce.
Amazing. Speaking of romantically oblivious, Drac.
That was cruel.
Damn, you really
I have
came
no
for
idea.
Drac.
I don't know. This is
Cool, I guess. Apparently I'm
be good,
romantically
not nice.
oblivious. And that wasn't good or nice. So, anyway, I've been Drac or Draconics, who has also been Willow, the Dragon Slayer. And the person who had maybe or maybe didn't have the first kiss today. Who knows?
No.
Definitely.
Who knows?
I'm gonna
But you can follow me on Twitter at Draconics, that's DRAKONIQUES, and a bunch of TTRPG stuff. But just follow me there to find out what I'm doing at any given moment. I'll be honest, I am currently looking at the adventure guide for level up A5E. So, and I saw a very cool spell that will make me a muscle wizard, which is cool. But I'm gonna throw it over to I'm not letting Lexi do a bad segue. Throwing it over to Humna.
Damn.
Speaking of better segues, Hamna.
I can't believe. Yes, hello everybody. My name is Humna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. Today I was Yusuf, who uses they, Ray pronouns, who I guess is the other half of romantically oblivious, if we're gonna go down that route. The next thing that you can find me on, if you are curious about what I'm doing, where I'm going to be at, is actually tomorrow over on Demiplane RPG's Twitch channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing with Drac, actually, and I will be playing Enemy of My Enemy, which is a Vampire the Hunter. Whoa, no, that's wrong. Vampire the Masquerade and Hunter the Reckoning mashup. It is absolutely, as Drac said, it is queer. It is messy. It is going to be so much fun. You should come check that out. And in addition to that, on Tuesday, over on Bad House RPG's channel, the award-nominated Itaewon by Night is going to be returning for season 2, also at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So definitely come check us out. We have a lot of stuff planned for this season. So.
Okay, wait. This is me talking as a fan. It didn't. Okay, I thought I missed it. I thought it premiered. Did it premiere this week? Or is it premiering next week?
Premiering next week.
Okay, I remember waking up. I was like, "Fuck! I think I missed it."
Nah, you're all good. You're all good. And that's it for me. I will pass it over to our illustrious GM, Lexi.
But not until I pass it to our illustrious Rowan, Madeline.
Wow, not me forgetting the order.
No, it's okay.
What happens when you stop my segues? God.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm Madeline. I have been Rowan today. Everywhere I am at the Goose Girl. I do some cool stuff. Complete tone shift. I'm doing a Monster Hearts Love Island mashup, which I'm very excited about. It does have audience interaction. It's called Blood Island. I'm if you love reality TV and monster dating sims, this is the show for you. It's producing conjunction with Omniversal Entertainment, so yay! And then I'll be doing other cool stuff this summer that I haven't really announced yet. So, but yeah, I do a lot of fun stuff. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
I'm practicing my BBC announcer voice.
That's amazing. I would be watching so much Great British Baking Show. Just so much.
The way they talk, it's so specific, the inflections.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's the specific tones that they only really allowed for a very long time on British radio, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. Speaking of
British
weird,
radio.
specific
British radio.
inflections.
Speaking of British radio,
Speaking of British radio, I'm here today with Lexi McQueen, otherwise known as Black Girl Mage.
I love that your British accent is just your British accent is a British accent and also quiet. It's like just really
the
quiet.
radio voice. No, it's the radio voice. You know,
radio
you gotta do the
voice.
I mean, I guess if you depends what radio you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, seems like I need to do some research. Speaking of doing research, my name is Lexi, otherwise known as Black Girl Mage. I have been your narrator for the night. You can find me on the internet, both performing as a player and also DMing and GMing a lot of different games and systems. The most recent thing that I'm in just got announced today. It is Girl by Moonlight, a 4-part series. I'm so excited. It is called In the Name of. Geez, it was absolutely amazing. I cannot really say much about it other than I am the best class president you will ever see. And I'm the closest thing to Sailor Saturn that you're ever going to get. My dog is also yelling at me because that was Pixel Circus telling me to shut up. That's an agent right now. That being said, I am so excited. I had so much fun here. Please check out this system. Please check out this adventure path. I think it has so much potential, and it has Big Dragon in it. And I what more can you want out of something like this? If you want to know what else I'm doing, where else you can find me, Twitter is the best way to keep up. But yeah, we've got some big things in the work coming together in the next couple of months, and I think Twitter's the best way to keep tabs on that. That being said, thank you, everyone. Thank you from my dog, who is beating the door down with Pixel Circus on the phone. I'm the equivalent of Tom Holland. Everyone, have a wonderful night. We're going to go ahead and head out. We will see you next week, Thursday, at the same exact time, 7 p.m. Eastern time to 10 p.m., where we will be exploring this haunted house and taking out a bunch of giant spiders. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye.